Okay, so I'm Alena Chapman, and I'm here to bring in the Council of Light. The thing is, we do not have anyone on yet, so I'm going to wait. I'm looking up there to see. We shared it out to a couple people, and I hope you're all having a fabulous day. I'm also going to pull a card. I will tell you about the card, and then we will also channel. And then the Council of Light, I do the, ooh, that's cool. And then the Council of Light, I don't know if that was for me or for you, is of the purest form. It is of the light, it is of God, or the creative source of all. Either way, okay? It is the best for the purest of knowledge. Don't waste it on questions that are not important. Something that is really important in your life is great, but just to test is a waste of time. Hold on, I just dropped a bunch of cards. So we have a lot that's going on. So many people are doing so much. So we have a lot of people who are deciding whether they want to go in and teach what they want to do. We have a lot going on here. So I think what we're just going to do is channel, because there is a lot of cards. So the universe is telling me they have a lot to say to you, and I won't read all the cards. So anyway, so as and then as people start to get on, as a shaman, I heal the soul. I help you heal your soul. I help you heal you, the conscious mind also. I also help you to live in a way that is more calm most of the time, more happy, more at peace. And if you do get upset, it doesn't last long. It doesn't last 2 or 3 days like it does with so many people. You let it go easier and faster because you have a higher perception of everything. On top of that, I help people to also attach to their own divinity so that they can then reach their guides, their counselors, their higher soul themselves. And they don't only just need me, right? And that's the best thing of all. I love helping people to achieve that goal. So anyway, today, the Council of Light, I have worked with them for over 20 years or more. Yes. And when they often laugh at me, or not at me, but with me. Because I'm always asking tons of questions. And they finally have said that the best way for them to talk to everyone is if I would allow them to come through. And I have decided that is an important thing. Okay? So today I want to channel for you. I would like to, I can't see the comments. And for some reason, my wonderful, I cannot see comments. Why not? And I can't see who's joining me. That's so silly. I can't tell anything. If you want to, Facebook or YouTube is always, oh, hi, but-y, here I am. Thank you. All right. So when I channel, guys, I try to read the comments, but I've learned it creates an inconsistency, meaning I have to come out of my, hi Mars Loco, there's no comments yet, thank you. Well, I got yours. But anyway, when I come out with question, to look at questions, 3 is good, it's a good start, you know. If I do that, then I have to come out of the channeling. And so from now on, to get a consistent, strong message for you, I am going to keep my eyes closed. I cannot answer questions. I will try to break it to look at whatever questions were written, but really, it's really hard to stay in a channel and read. What are we doing today? Today, I am going to channel to you what you can hello CJH Entertainment, greetings, glad to have you back. I am going to channel what is going on, what is the higher perspective of what is going on now, what is the, because we are in a new dimension. So we want to talk about that. They want to talk about that. They're already talking. I'm going to close my eyes and get started because I guess they're very anxious to talk to you. Okay, here we go. Hello, we are here. We are the Council of Light. Today there's about 14 of us here. As always, I, Archangel Michael, is here. We have Selena, we have Freda, we have Hecate, we have Nyx, we have Mary Magdalene, we have Gabriel, we have Bob, we have Elena's guide Joan, and we are here to share with you the messages because you have entered into a new dimension. Hello, beautiful dog. And with that, you are in a new world. If you have not entered into this new world, then it's time for you to step into it. What is this new world? Did you actually really change planets? No. Did you actually just all of a sudden create new incredible lives? Not quite. This new dimension is a time for you to have your minds altered. On this beautiful blue moon that you had, many woke up feeling calmer, more at peace. That's the first entrance in. Some people actually fought that because they're not used to that feeling. We are telling you, accept it. That was a gift for you to be able to feel what it is like, what you can have in this new dimension if you allow it. To have that peace and that it's going to be okay feeling. That you are guided. And then to walk in your day with a little more peace. Now it's up to you to take that and go even further with it. To understand that it's in that peace, in that feeling where your gut is relaxed, where your shoulders are relaxed, that you're breathing calmly, that you can get the ideas, that you can see above the problems, that you can see people for who they are. And you can then act in a way that benefits yourself and everyone else instead of getting caught up into the dramas and the alarming. We have even seen, and we are so happy to say, that some of the so-called alarmists you have had in your culture are starting to say, wait a minute, we don't want to be this way. Because they have felt this peace and they actually have started to say, this is what people need to feel. And we are so pleased because the alarmists were part of the humongous problem you were having with constantly being tossed in one direction or the other and polar opposites, yes? And many of you have even if you noticed, skipped a timeline. Yes? And sometimes, as Alena would say, not at the most opportune time, but you did. And that means to skip a timeline, you absolutely had to jump ahead in your own ascension. And so those that jumped ahead in an ascension did see a timeline switch. And haven't you felt the effects of that? Do you feel that there is more optimism? Do you feel that people are starting to question their beliefs? They're starting to say, wait a minute, I need to learn more about things. They're not just believing blindly. Have you noticed? Have you noticed that people are not jumping into the anger so fast? Yes? And also, have you also noticed that there is more caring in the world? And a more wanting a world that has more care and more respect and more tolerance. It's growing. Because when you are in a position when you can see over and you're in a timeline when you can feel this energy, you understand that you are all connected. And that this dislike of other beings just because they're other beings is one of the silliest notions in the whole wide world. Yes? Have you seen that? Have you discovered that in yourself? And when you feel calm, you can take any part of your life and start to see the higher reasoning in it and change whatever it is you want to change. But not rashly and not in a survival way, but actually seeing different routes and then calmly, with much peace in your heart, you can choose. You can choose what you want to do. You can actually not feel stuck anymore. Don't you see that you can finally breathe? Don't you feel that you can suddenly enjoy the moments of your life? And have you found, which you will if you have not yet, that you do not need to be busy in every minute of your day? That it's all right to turn off the social media. It's all right to turn off the noise. It's all right not to call friends right away when you get up. It's all right to sit in peace and just enjoy peace. Have you found that in yourself? If you can start to have peace in yourself, that is the greatest gift of all. Yes. And that is what to expect in this week and the following weeks, because this is what the energy we are bringing in. We want you to have a clear head. We want you to see that you are not stuck. We want you to be able to think clearly without all the noise. And to do that, we could just have a massive blowout of all media. But instead, we decided all you needed to do was start to remember and start to feel that incredible sense of peace and stillness and satisfaction and a knowing. And so that's what we have done. Now, for those of you who are fighting this, why? Why do you fight? Why do you think, or why are you scared of having this peace? It might be something that you have never had before. And yet, it is what you know as spirit. And it will help you. It will help you to know yourself. It will help you to hear your soul. In that peace, you will start to hear your higher self. You will start to hear why you are even here on this planet. In that calmness, you will feel urges from the soul, urges of something that's fun, urges to create something, urges to reach out to someone else, urges to just walk and hug trees. These urges to connect to spirit and other people who are spirit, other things that are spirit. It is a time when a slight unification will start to happen because of the higher understanding if you allow it. Now we understand, we do. We don't want to say that if you choose to be in all the craziness, that you are choosing wrong, because you do have freedom of will. Or that you are so into your own conviction of what is right and wrong, and it is so black and white, and you are stuck there, and you choose that as your life. Still, after everything we have brought for you to ascend, that is all right. I really think that is what you need at this time. We do not want to force you to do anything. We love you no matter what you choose, but we do want to inform you of a very important thing. You're choosing a harder way. You're choosing a way of frustration, of anger, of seeing only one way in things. And nothing in the universe is only one way. Nothing. So if you find yourself in that position and you don't want to be, ask yourself these questions. Am I pushing something because I feel justified in doing so? Am I allowing my anger to come to the surface every time someone disagrees with me in my beliefs? Am I looking for an out, meaning I cannot sit still, I do not want to feel this, I have to feel like I am fighting the cause? Do I keep coming up with hitting my head against the wall on problems or with other people? Do I thrive only with the posts that are alarming and justify my beliefs? If you answer yes to any of these, beautiful soul, then you are stuck in a timeline that is full of difficulty, that is full of anxiety, that is full of hurting others. And we are trying very hard to get you into this timeline. Some of you may even find that you are switching timelines all the time. And you will know because there is a different feeling. But how do you do it? Well, we told you, we sent you that peace, and the ones that accepted feeling that peace, waking up in the morning feeling good, you already jumped. And you will continue to jump if you allow your mind to go in that direction. When you see people in discourse, you either smooth the discourse or walk away. You don't participate or you heal it, one or the other. You know that you are on your way to ascending to a higher place, that you crave to be continuing this peace. You listen to music to feel the vibration of it, because you do know that is what the whole universe is music. Yes? You look for the music or the sounds of the plants. You open up to a world that has wonder and awe, and you're not asleep. We know the world is ticking on, but this will allow you to start seeing what is needed for this world to go on in a more positive way of acceptance and love. You will not see countries, you will see worlds. You will not see colors, you will see souls. You will not see difference of opinion, you will see misunderstandings. You will see the purest of everyone. And you will see that no one deserves to suffer. No one deserves to see suffering in their family, to see brutality. No one, because of their sex, their color, their belief, should have to suffer anything like we see in some of this world. And that it is not a country's problem, it is a world. And with that kind of higher ideal in that timeline, decisions will be made that help the whole world. No more will we go to countries and destroy them for their resources. No more will we feel it's okay to get rid of a whole race of people on any front. Nor will we want to have wars. More discussions, more understanding of the truth that everyone is a spirit on this planet. Everyone is connected. Everything is connected. And how do we want to move forward in a connection? This is what is going to happen in this new timeline, in this place of new reality. And so if you are in the old reality, stuck in that only one way or the highway kind of point of view, which we think is a very funny saying, but if you are stuck there, then you will be antiquated. You will have a very tough road because you will not understand what is happening on a whole worldly level. Do you see? So we do not blame you if you want to stay there. And we understand. We do. But it is going to be much harder for you. And you will feel like you have been left behind. And you will wonder why you have to suffer so. Yes? So it is time. It is so time for you to ascend and to find that peace within you again and keep it, because that was our gift. We are going to allow Alena to come back because we do not want her to be distracted looking at comments. If you have comments, this is the time to give them. She will look at them. And if she would like, we can come back and answer them. We are very happy for you, though. We are extremely happy because this is long overdue. Long overdue. And this is going to create a world that is equal to all the universes. All the different universes. And once this starts to happen, you are starting to awaken to where you come from. You are starting to awaken to home. We wish you well. We wish you peace. We wish you the highest understanding. Hello, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed that wonderful channeling from the Council of Light. I'm Alena Chapman, a shaman. And as they were saying, yes, we are in new timelines. We are always, it's not really always a choice. I always find that my timelines seem to just happen, but it's mostly because of an elevation I am going through. Okay. All right, all right. Yes. Hello? 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 Hey. All right. Hello. Sorry, we're back. Hello. Hey. All right. The camera's gone though. Yeah, the camera is gone, so you cannot see me. I love YouTube. Are hers. It is, who knows? Maria, who knows? All right, okay, good. Hello. All right, thank you. So everyone, hello Laura. I'm so glad you enjoyed. Either you're saying great job because we got back on, although I don't know if I'm responsible for that. If we are, we probably wouldn't have been back on. But YouTube straight there, or you enjoyed the channeling. Yeah, and do you have questions? Because some of you are new, and I want to make sure you understand who I'm channeling. I want to make sure that you understand, because I've had some questions like, how do you know that? And I know we're doing a lot of channeling from other universes, and that's fine. I think that's fantastic. I think it needs to be heard. But that's not what I'm channeling. You know, it's not what I'm channeling right now. So what I'm channeling is actually the light. It is heaven. It is all the ascended masters, the guides. It's everything that is linked to the creative source of all, which is what some people call God. So when they speak, it's a little bit different than when you hear some of the planets, because just like when you come down to Earth, this is how I've been told. When you come down to Earth, you're here to learn certain things. Earth is one of the hardest places to come to. I think you've all heard that, and it's the truth. Other worlds, we can also go to these other worlds. They are not aliens, you know? And in those worlds, a lot of them have remained with their memory more. They are not learning the biggest lessons like you do down on this earth. They are learning, I think they're trying out their gifts. They're learning love. They're celebrating love. They're learning technology. They're way advanced from us. And they do have telepathy. They do talk. So when we learn from them, we're learning collaboration. They want to help bring the world together. But the light is our home. And when we are in that place, and it's everyone's home, everything is of one creation, no matter what planet you're on, what star you're on, I don't know, whether you're blowing in the wind, we are all one. And so when I am channeling, and most of the time that's where I spend, in that realm or on this realm, I talk to the Council of Light, and they are the ones that guide me in so many things that I do in my life. It's a very nice thing. I appreciate the effort in researching this topic. You are very welcome. Thank you. Great job. Thank you. Well, actually, I learned from the light. I didn't actually learn from, but I have spoken to other planets too, and I do work with some of the of the spirits that are there, the creations that are there. Yes, and I'm going to see if there's any. Do the other species sometimes shake their heads at humans? Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, but they have so much patience with us, you know? And well, so does the light. I mean, the incredible patience here. I know for a fact what they have been bringing, the energies they have been bringing into this world. And my gosh, I'm not kidding. Some of the timelines I've jumped have not been the most opportune times. And yet it just happens and I'm there. And I've experienced that quite a lot. And but the patience that they have for these people who are really it's not that they're not getting the gifts of the universe. They're waking up feeling the peace just like you, because it is all throughout every universe. You know what I mean? It is the light. It is spirit that is sending this. It is God. And yet they refuse to feel it. They're too dependent on being right. They're too to believe what they want to believe. They're too, that goes for both sides. That's just not one side. It is a group of people that are just so stuck in just this way of thinking it's their way or the highway. And that is not where the world is going. It's very interesting. Maybe Thursday the 29th, Karma did a reading and he will be talking about that, where Marilyn came through. I love you explained everything clearly. Keep up the great work. I know you're right. Thanks. Well, yes. And talking about that. Talking about what? This was cool. You're so welcome. Now, if you want, if you have a specific, this is exactly what I needed today. SN Black Angel. Marie, thank you, Maria. Thank you. Come back. Thank you. I'm so glad. I saw one story that a few years ago the UFO took a hold of the nukes, and my assumption was that they tried to stop. Actually, they did. CJH. Yes, they did. It was a very big concern, and they might do it again because we have some very nuke happy people in power. So they do not want that. They know that would not just cause problems on Earth. That would cause problems in the universe. It is not a good thing. So just so you know, okay? And they will intervene. They will intervene. It is but they're doing it with the light. You've got to understand that. And so I think it's so funny, the people who are so scared, because they are not some foreign awful thing. They are of the light also. And most places are watching us. We are the most difficult planet to be on. If you have chosen to be on this planet, you have come here for this time in particular. You have come for this particular segment because you know when you're in the light. You know what you're doing. And you just have to wake up to it. And that's the other thing. The light does understand that the people who are choosing to stay in that justification and that I'm my way or the highway kind of feeling and pushing, and they know on some level that is what they're supposed to be doing. Why? So that we can see the contrast. It's actually a purpose. And they are some of the greatest teachers that are trying to show us that only in the ascension and only in, and I'm not talking about leaving this earth, I'm talking about your own personal ascension and understanding spirit. And the more you do that, and humankind, and the love that you start to bring in, it's causing that is causing this reaction, because it's been pushed at us so hard that when the universe knew it was time to give us peace, we could jump into it and start to say, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want to be instead of that. And I am going to do the things that help me ascend. I am going to start living my day in more peace. I'm not going to jump into the argument. I'm not going to jump into the anxiety. I am not going to jump into the toxicness of the world or of relationships or anything else. I am going to set myself back. I am going to find peace. I'm going to structure my day in peace. I am going to breathe instead of react. I am going to try to find an overview of a situation instead of going in with all my force. And still, in fact, I'm all going to try to find a better way to deal with the situation instead of brute force. You're going to start forming your life so that Spirit can start to communicate with you, either through songs, through thoughts that pop into your head, where sometimes you just know you're being guided, and you'll know that the people that come into your life are coming into your life for a reason, and you'll start to respond to them in a way that shows that you know. I saw one story a few years ago, the UFOs took hold. Yeah, we already did that. I got to get back up here. All right. It's very interesting, isn't it? I know this is what I have learned with all my encounters with the Council of Light. And when did they take interest in Earth? Oh, well, like I said, from the very beginning, Earth was known to be a place where we would come to learn the greatest contrasts, okay? And where our memories of our gifts, of our psychic abilities, of our unification with God or the creative spirit of all, I want to make sure that's clear, is totally disconnected for most of us. Some of us. I wasn't totally disconnected. I don't know why, but somehow I always knew, and it drove my mom crazy. There are others like me out there, but this world in general is supposed to be a place to learn the contrasts of what is in the light. Yes, going to be honest, I've had a couple of odd dreams where Jesus-like figures showed up, but it wasn't like how the religious people say. No, it's not. and believe in what you see. And if what you like to call the Jesus form spirit is coming to you, there is a reason. So next time, if you are awake in a certain way, or in your dream, if you do have control, some people do have control in their dreams, you can ask why. You can learn what he is saying to you. And that's important. It's important, especially if he's come more than one or twice. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Yes, I'm seeing this. And also, gonna be honest, yep, that's a very good. Odd dreams. Do you understand that Spirit talks through your dreams? I'll clarify that. Two things. Either you are, if you're having a really tough day, or a week, or a month, or a year, or you are constantly in toxicity, or you're constantly in fighting, or you feel like you are being persecuted, then your subconscious mind will have to get rid of some of this stuff, and it will take over your dreams. I remember when that was in a time of my life where everything was very, it wasn't good, okay? And I did have people not being very nice. And I remember I kept having dreams of dealing with that. And that was my subconscious mind. But if you are not having that and your subconscious mind is quieter, then dreams can actually be messages. And many times are messages to us. And if you're like me and you don't remember your dreams, which a lot of times I do not, then remember the feelings you have when you get up. A lot of times you'll have feelings of peace. You'll have feelings of renewal. You'll have feelings like, I gotta get going. I gotta start doing things. You'll have feelings, but they're all positive and they're very uplifting. And you'll just find yourself humming down the hall. Those are all messages that have been brought to you through your mind. And they either put feelings or they put dreams and pictures. And it all depends on how you register the best. If you're a very visual person, then they will send those visions. Me, I tend to be oral. I hear. That's why I channel. And they will send me messages, just either music or phrases. That's what I get. And if you are a person who is feeling, then you'll get a wash over yourself in sleep of the feeling that they want to give you. And it's like that in life too, and meditation. Okay? And when they stop yelling in out of the space, wait, when did they take interest in Earth? Was it when we wouldn't stop yelling out into the space in our radio signals? They've always had an interest since the very beginning. And they've actually helped us in so many ways. Right? And they've brought us so many things. Gonna be honest, I've had a couple of odd dreams where, yeah, okay, now I think I'm stuck on that for some reason. Hold on. All right, also I noticed something odd about the number 13. Of course you did. The number 13 is the feminine number, which is so funny. We made it bad luck. 13 is and I'm not saying feminine as in sex, okay? I'm talking about the feminine part of the soul. It is of all knowing. It is the left side of the soul that just is completely connected to source. So yes, and electricity with me or even near deaths. Something about the number 13 and also I've noticed something odd about the number 13 and electricity with me and even near deaths. Okay, if you're having near deaths multiple times in my life, yes. And some people kind of have to have that extreme to really wake up. Other people go through mania and have incredible visions and get downloads of incredible messages from Jesus or from God or from Mary Magdalene or something in that line. And yes, or from Freya. And they will definitely, yes, they need that. It's when it really is when somehow your soul is saying, okay, you are not listening. I'm trying to tell you something, and then we'll take over, and you will start to, yeah. And electricity will always go. Don't ever come to my house. Let's put it that way. Electricity is always doing its own darn thing here, and that is always a meaning of ascension, or they're trying to talk to you. Okay? You were struck by lightning. 13th, I was struck. Isn't that a message to you, my dear? Yeah. Yep. There you go. It is funny, isn't it funny how the universe will talk to you? If you go into meditation and you start doing your shamanic journey, and I can help you with that. And that's what I do. I take people on shamanic journeys a lot for healing, for connection. I'll tell you what, once you start hearing clearly and you clear out whatever is not helping you hear clearly, it beats dying. It's a much easier way, just saying, right? Yeah. So anyway, so that's for me. I remember the first time I connected, I kept saying, what in the heck? What in the heck? What am I talking to? Who's there? And I remember the first, and nothing is right and wrong. I remember Joan was my guide. You all have a guide. You all have a personal guide that is with you. And once you connect to that guide, I don't go anywhere without her. And she is the one, I have the counsel. Everything speaks with one voice anyway. But Joan is the one who I can go to when I'm feeling like my day is just really bad, or when I'm really puzzled about something, or I just need a shoulder to put my head on. Joan is the one that I go to. Joan is the one that helps me see reasoning. She's the one that opens the portal for when lost souls need to go to the light. Joan, I wouldn't know what to do without her, actually. And to have that incredible connection is, I think everyone should start awakening at least that far, because it's just changed my life. It's changed my life incredibly. And I can't imagine not having that connection. You know, it's like, it's just something that is always saying, okay, you know, you're all right, and I'm going to guide you this way. You don't have to stay stuck there, right? And it's like an immediate connection, an immediate response. I was very dark as a young teenager and young adult, and it's almost like my guide knew I'd get through it eventually. Of course. Yeah. For some reason, there was something you had to gain in that darkness. Once we start understanding that old saying that goes around, that life happens for us, not to us. Yeah? And so that darkness that you went through, there was something for you to learn in that. The things I went through, oh my gosh, when I sat back and meditated and just thought on it, the incredible struggles I went through from about 2009 to 2015, I learned a bunch of lessons. It is why it's who I am today. It's because of that I have my strength, that I connected to the divine, that I opened myself up to this, to teaching this. It is why I don't know, I just learned this total love and understanding. I did the opposite of what those struggles would mostly do to people. It would cause paranoia. It would have caused, if I didn't learn the lessons, it would have caused, like I've seen with other people, paranoia, a total distrust, a meanness, you know, it could cause all that. And yet, for me, when I learned it, I learned love. And I learned the incredibleness of illusion. And that's where I really learned firsthand that this life is a freaking illusion. And anybody, if you don't know what you want for your illusion, this is what I learned. If you don't know what you want for your illusion, then there is somebody out there who is going to create an illusion that you are going to fall into, and they're going to create it. It's true. And that's what I learned. So I create my own illusion. Okay, now, yes. Yeah. There, I did, Orville Nation. And hello. Yeah, that's one of the strongest things. I learned, and I also learned from those times that if someone has pulled you into their illusion or made you think the way they want you to think, and this happens all the time, it's not just me, and I mean, they went to great extremes to create the people involved. It was not just one person. They got so many people involved. It was a really weird time. But I really should write a book. But all those people, I just had to step back. I had to step back and take a look at this and say, no, this is not real. This is not real, and I am not going to allow myself. And then I said, and I swear to God it was my guide, because it popped into my head, and it was, Alena, create your illusion now. And I sat down, I was in my bed, I had 3 little boys, 9, 7, and 5, okay? And I thought, okay, I'm going to start with them because they're important to me. What reality do I want to form with them? And I wrote down 5 things about family, and then I started focusing. Everything is going on over here trying to make me believe this is the illusion, right? And I'm saying, no, the illusion is my family, creating a safe space, creating a world where they can always come back to and feel good, creating fun, creativity, I am not going, I'll take care of the little things I have to there, but I am not getting involved. I am creating this reality. This is where we're going to live. And we survived it. We survived 5.5 years of pure crap. And we, in the meanwhile, grew a very strong, tight little family that had really good times and things that we still laugh about. And I have incredible 3 boys who have actually grown up with very little, if no real damage from that time, which is amazing, which is simply amazing. And I learned that from my guide. You see? And I'm sharing it with you. So right now, if any of you are stuck in some sort of mess, know that that does not have to be your illusion. Know that you can change it, but you got to know what illusion you want to create. It's always a decision. I wonder if Hollywood does that too. They make yes, to have many people creating the same illusion. Yeah. Interesting. I remember when my kids were growing up, I saw every frickin', and before that, it wasn't that way with kids' films, but it started getting, I saw it, my first one it wasn't, second one it started, third one it was all out there. And it was always fighting. Always, and the only way to solve an argument was fighting. And what do we have here? You know? Everybody wants to jump in and fight with, you know, no peaceful. They just want to fight. And I really do believe that, I don't know why, but it just is putting it in our brains. But it doesn't have to be there. You don't have to live that reality. Yeah. Well, yes, they did. The Simpsons, yeah. So anyway, guys, I do think that the Council of Light can offer you so much. And if you can just find yourself, if you want to connect, I can definitely help you start connecting. But I'll tell you right now, it is a process of letting go, which is so funny. But it is a process of letting go of things that don't serve you, letting go of things that you may believe, because you got a glass ceiling. And my job is to help you break through that glass ceiling, which is getting rid of old beliefs that tell you you can't, basically, or you're not worthy, or I'm guilty, or I'm not bright enough, or that, oh, this isn't true, or this is woo-woo, or this, you know, all that crap. Getting rid of that stuff so that you can hear with clarity and get the guidance you need. So if anybody is interested in that, sure, you can go to Alena Chapman and check me out, alenachapman.com, and check me out. And if you want, you can send me a message. If you don't want to go to my website, well, my gosh, go to anything around here. You know, any of the, what do they call them? Direct message, DM, or PM for some people. I know that that's a new one. Private message. All right. So they want to say something really quick. Do you mind if I let them come back on for a real quick channeling? And it'll be really quick. And I'm not going to read the comments because I don't like the inconsistency it gives me in the channeling. All right. So really quick. Yes. Hello. We are back. We are so glad that you allowed Alena to share some of the things that she knew and actually offer some clarity of what we were saying, although we think we are very clear. But it is nice. We just want to say that everything we do is because we love you so much. Just so you know. And that we have unconditional love for you. It doesn't matter where you are in your life at this time. It's unconditional love. And we just love you so much. And we are there with you. And what Alena did not tell you is that when you start to open up, you'll start to feel us. You will start to know that you are guided. And that the things that happen to or for you, what you think is to you, but it is for you. All of a sudden you will guide through with more ease, with more calm and more peace. And that is because you will suddenly know that we are with you. And she is right. To be able to commune with us adds a whole new dimension to your life. And we would love to commune with you. You just have to open to us. We are there. And we are waiting. You do not have to die to talk to us. We are here. And you do not have to go into a coma to hear us or a dream. You can hear us. You just have to let go of your belief that you can't. Yes? And your world will change. But first, try to get the peace inside of you. It's so much easier when you start feeling peace. And then we don't have to compete with all the busyness of your mind. And we don't have to compete with all the projects and the people and the problems. Instead, we can just give you wonderful messages. But we wanted to get on and say, we love you just as you are. No matter where you are in your ascension, no matter where you are in your life, just feel our love. That's it. We are done now. Namaste all. Okay, guys, there you go. Love you all. I hope you did enjoy this. And yeah, I'll tell you, if you can get peace, if you really want to feel it. Oh my gosh, we have like butterflies outside the window. Oh, how cool. I love my butterflies. When you just start to get your breath down, just go into like a semi-meditation and get your breath down into the abdomen, because that's the key place. That's where the body is like in its happy place, right? When the breath is way down into the abdomen. And allow your mind just to feel like you're living in vastness. Allow yourself to do that. And then you can ask for guidance or ask for a feeling of love. And then just allow yourself to feel. Just allow yourself to receive. And you can feel their love flooding down on you. Do that when you're on your bed. Do that. Don't do it while you're driving. Not a good thing. But do it when you're sitting in the sun. Do it when you're just chilling. Do it in the office on a break. You know, just feel that love. And then you'll know you don't walk alone. You really don't. Yeah? Love you all. We are done for now. Okay? Send us questions. The best way to do that is, like I said, DM or go to alenachapman.com. If you want to learn how to connect, alenachapman.com. It's all alenachapman.com. I love you all. Please subscribe so you can get more of these. Also, I have some fun videos coming out. How to make a Buddha tea, how to have that peace, little miracles that happen in my life. I'll share everything with you. So if you want to get notified, get notified. If you want to subscribe and join me, I would love to have that. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day of a new dimension. Bye-bye now. Oh, yeah, over here. Sorry about my end.